Hello, and welcome to the IPBES Data Management Tutorials. Today we'll be covering sensitive data, anonymization, and ethical considerations within the chapter IPBES Data Management Reports. My name's Dave Thau. I'm the Data and Technology Global Lead Scientist at WWF, and I'm a member of the Task Force on Knowledge and Data within IPBES. So let's talk about sensitive data. Sensitive data are data that must be protected against unwanted disclosure. There are lots of reasons to protect sensitive data. There are privacy issues, legal reasons, ethical reasons, and also proprietary reasons. Whenever you have sensitive data, you need to pay close and special attention to how they're managed. And if you have any questions about how to deal with sensitive data in your reports, please contact your technical support unit. Here's some specific examples of sensitive data. There's personal data like names of experts who haven't given permission to share their names. There are biological examples like the locations of species, in particular threatened species, or details about how a plant might be used medicinally. There's national data that's often sensitive. So some governments just make it illegal to share geospatial data of various sorts. And there are also cultural issues, sacred locations, songs, art, that kind of thing is considered sensitive data as well. Okay, here's how to manage sensitive data. First off, IPBES products, including the data management reports, should be openly available a month after the product has been approved. You can put embargoes and restricted access under specific circumstances, and that requires approval from the Knowledge and Data Task Force. When you have sensitive data, it should be anonymized. The sensitive information should be removed in some way before it's archived. When you do archive it, you can set how the data should be accessed. We recommend Zenodo as the place to archive data, and you can set the access rights there. And finally, managing data from Indigenous peoples and local communities requires application of FPIC, which is free, prior, and informed consent. So here's some more information about FPIC. It best recognizes the importance of Indigenous and local knowledge, ILK, to conservation and sustainable use of ecosystems. The details about how to share ILK data are in Appendix 5 of the IPBES Data Management Policy. The key thing here is that participants within working groups representing Indigenous peoples and local communities are guardians of that knowledge, and any use of knowledge from those communities must be approved by those guardians. And there are places throughout the process of creating a IPBES product where their involvement is required. And if you have specific questions about sharing data from Indigenous and local communities, ILK data, be sure to contact the ILK Technical Support Unit. There are tools available for anonymizing personal information. The key to anonymizing is you remove the ability to trace the data to the subject that generated it, and that process is irreversible. Here are a few online tools to help you anonymize data. Geospatial data, location data, is handled specially. Location data is like the location of species observations of at-risk species, sacred locations, anything that can identify an individual's location unless they gave permission. There are different ways to anonymize that kind of data. The one is you just remove it entirely, or another is you can apply various methods to blur the location or add uncertainty to it. There are existing standards for that. The first one listed here is a standard for surveys, and the second one is a standard for species locations. If you have any questions, please contact your technical support unit. And there's some additional ethical considerations. Multiple institutions have standards on how to ethically share data, and you need to refer to all of them. So your researcher's home institution will have ethical rules that you need to follow. You need to follow national rules. If you're at all dealing with genetic information, the Nagoya protocols must be referred to. So be sure to engage with all the ethical considerations that fall within your assessment or product. And with that, I'll end our discussion of sensitive data and how to manage it. Thank you very much for your attention. And I'd like to thank the other contributors that helped prepare this content. Feel free to contact us at tsu.data@ipbes.net. And we hope you enjoyed this session on sensitive data, anonymization, and ethical considerations. Thanks again.